Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing what my opinions are on Surf's Up and what I think happened to the game. My opinions on Surf's Up is that it is a well-made game. I have played the game and I love the game because it is a well-made game. And I think that the developers of that game really put some hard work into it and put some time into it because it was a really good made game. At that time, I really liked it more than Mario Kart. Now, I remember playing Mario Kart every single day on the DS. And Mario Kart, I'm not giving no hate to. I love Mario Kart. But I would also play on, different games. I would play Mario. I would play Mario Kart. There was this one, open world thing where it was, Mario, but he was jumping on other stuff. It was you could play multiplayer on it. I don't know what the game is, but it's basically Mario something. But there was one game in particular that really stood out to me, and it was Surf's Up. Now, my opinions on what happened to Surf's Up is Surf's Up got really old, and people started to not talk about it. But you're asking me, how would I be able to play Surf's Up? Of course, on a DS. How would I get to play on the DS? Well, at my school, we would always go home and go back. So one day they decided, oh, why don't we give these kids DSs so they can play while they ride the bus to go home. And I always thought that was a great idea because we would literally be playing DSs while we were going home. And I remember asking the teachers, hey, do you think you might have Donkey Kong or something like that? And yes, they did. So I got Donkey Kong. I got to play Donkey Kong. And I also got to play Mario Kart. I got to play many different stuff. And I also got to play Surf's Up. Surf's Up I think it's a very underrated game and a very underrated movie. They do have a movie on it and they do have a game about it. I never knowed about the game. I always knowed about the movie, and I did watch the movie before I got to play the game. But I never really played Surf's Up a lot. I just played Surf's Up a couple of times. But now I really look at it, and it's a very underrated game. I mean, if you look at all the underrated games, Surf's Up goes down there to being one of the underrated games that people don't talk about anymore. I mean, Surf's Up has gotten to the lost memory piles. I mean, you probably forgot about Surf's Up all your life. Or maybe you just haven't played Surf's Up. If you don't know what Surf's Up is, just go on YouTube and type in Surf's Up gameplay. It should be on there. I think there was records or some kind of time lapse or some kind of speed run thing. I think there was a speed run thing on there. I don't really know who the players were that were speed running the game, but all I know is that it was a speed run and people were trying to speed run it. Another thing is Summoning Saw. Summoning Saw is a very good YouTuber. Shout out to him. I've been asking him to make a video on world records and speed runs about Super Mario Sunshine. I mean, I don't know if Summoning Saw already made a video about Super Mario Sunshine, but I want him to make another video about Super Mario Sunshine. No, not another video. I want him to make a video about Super Mario Sunshine. Because Super Mario Sunshine goes in the category of probably another forgotten game. I mean, a couple of you probably remember playing Super Mario Sunshine, but, it's an open world game, and it's probably the rarest games out there. It does cost a lot of money. That's what makes it pretty dang mad, because you want to get this cool and nice game to play, and it costs a lot of money. Of course, games cost money. It's not like you can just go out by yourself and pick money out of trees. But I just wish that games like these would cost less money because you're having a blast playing it. And it's just so fun playing these old nostalgic games. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.